Allegra Pollock, part of the Sea Eagles. This is Century Pools chat time, and we're talking to Allegra about the T20. Unfortunately, fell short, Allegra, but a lot to like about the 6 weeks. And I'll come to the T20 pre-season. Did you enjoy it with Sammy?
Yeah, it was awesome. Like, we got lots of good time in the NCC, and I think it was really good to get the squad together at the start, just so we could all, get to know each other and figure out each other's talents and skills and what could be really useful in the T20 Max. So it was really a really great start to the season, I think, and I think that really helped with, where we got to in the T20 Max as well.
I'm sure the pre-season was obviously focusing on, first things first, and obviously the T20 Max. But it's a long summer, and obviously there's other things that you got to be involved, because obviously Chloe, Nicola, and Elise will be leaving the side as well. You had a couple of new players come in, and March is a long way away, Allegra. So obviously T20
Yes.
and then longer forms coming up shortly. Was that chatted, or were you just focused on KFC at the start?
We were more just focused on, I think, getting through the T20 Max, and then we were starting to discuss at the end of that how we were going to start the season. So I think our first game's on the 15th, from what I'm aware of. So now we're starting to gear up more towards the main season, but we were really just focusing on the T20 Max at the time.
I spoke briefly with Sammy Curtis. He's got to be very, very proud of you guys. Obviously, you would like to go deeper in the competition, the semi-final. Obviously, UQ winning it. Some people will like that from university. The pencil necks would like it, but we're probably not as chuffed because you did a great job against them.
Yeah. So it was disappointing, but what can you do? That's the game.
Well, the thing, when I interviewed Nicola Carey, I said when she made her debut, she was at under 21 side, and they played the open side in T20, and they beat them. So on their day, anybody can beat anybody in T20. That's why I'm a big fan of T20. It's a bit of a lottery. And I think that's, yes, you didn't get the win, but I think you should realise that, as Courtney Hill once said, the opposition is allowed to be better on the day, and that's probably what happened.
Yep, exactly. And, we have a very young side, even with our experienced players coming in. So I think for us to achieve what we did with, the team we had was very impressive.
And yourself, I spoke to Grace and Delise, and obviously having those international players in the squad as well. You take that, you take it, you embrace it. Obviously, they've headed off back to Hobart. God, how much fun that's going to be! But you've also got yourself some experience and wisdom you can't buy.
Exactly, yeah. And so it was like great leadership from Junior, and it was really interesting to be on the field with her and see, especially when you run into bowl and she gives you the ball and she talks you through what you need to do. And she's very focused on processes instead of outcomes, which I thought was really good as a, young player, that, there's no focus on, if the ball gets hit before, what are you going to do next? It's more just, if you keep bowling these same lines and lengths, that's what we want to see.
All right. So
which is really good.
Yeah, that brings me on to the next question. Grace answered it. We'll see how your answer goes. But do you prefer the shorter form or the longer form of the game? Because that longer form, you can probably work on your skills during the over. T20.
I mean, I think both formats have their perks, but I think as a bowler, being able to bowl in both is very important, and being able to know which lines and lengths you need for both, and having those change-up balls, which, in T20, there's a lot of, use of the short ball, while in long format, it's more about, hitting through that, fourth, fifth stump line and just that consistent, pushing through there. Well, I don't think I'd say I have a favorite personally. I think they're both very good. But if it's a very hot day, maybe T20.
Most certainly. Oh, look, personally, as a bowler, I think it's the longer form is better. The T20, the boundaries are shorter. They're allowed all these different rules, and they bang it all around the park. It's very disheartening as a bowler, but once you get that scalp, it's a great reward. But look, the 15th of September is your next game. What are you doing between now and then? Obviously, you've got a bit of study to knock over as well. But would you rather be playing tomorrow, or are you happy to have a week off?
I think it'd be good to have a week off because I believe our next game is a 50 over game. And so I think it'd be good for us to just take another week and be able to, switch mindsets as such, especially for batters, going from that hitting and really aggressive batting to, being a bit more considerate and conservative when you're at the crease.
Well, it'd be fair to say 50 over game is a little bit more sociable with the team. You obviously out there for 50 overs, you have a bit of fun, a bit of chat between balls and all that sort of stuff. Whereas T20 is like red cordial without water. It's a little bit more enjoyable, except when ball's in hand, of course. But do you look forward to that side of the game?
Yeah, I really do. Like, I enjoy playing with all the girls, and I think it's a really great thing because a lot of the girls in the team are my age, and so we really rebound off each other's energy. And so if one of us is really ready to go and all the others aren't, they'll feed off that one person's energy and then it'll lift everyone else up.
Sammy Curtis is a new coach that he's got to try and work with you lot and obviously try and rein all that energy in and point it in the right directions. He seems very methodical. I don't know real well about his coaching side. He seems like a lovely man, but nice guys finish last. But he's certainly methodical, precise. He knows what he wants, and he tries to get the best out of you guys. Do you find that he's certainly a great addition to the nest?
Absolutely, and he's very structured as well. And during the T20 Max, he'd send out, what time we have to be there, what time each stage of the warm-up is going to be. So, it wasn't very wishy-washy. It was, we get here, we've got this amount of time to, stretch and warm up, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to play tab ball, and then we're going to do specialized warm-up based on the outcome of the toss. And I think that was really good because, for us younger girls who haven't played as much, I guess, higher level cricket, it's good because it gives us that bit of routine before we go into the game. So, wakes us up and gets us a bit more focused.
Does he have a structured in after the game where he's buying you dinner and taking you guys to movies and fueling your cars up? Or is that part of his structure as well? That's sort of got a lot of
no
liquid paper across it.
Yeah, fuel's expensive, so
be nice. I'll talk to the board, see if we can't get you a bit of fuel voucher there. Allegra, I know you're busy. You've got an exam today. Look, congratulations on the T20. It's a long summer here. You're up against Sandgate Redcliffe on the 15th of September. I look forward to seeing your progress and I'd love to chat to you during the rest of the year here. But good luck, I said, with the exams today and good luck with the season. And we'll talk again soon.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thanks, Blake.